Everybody's starting to notice something, not loud, not forced, not even trending in the usual dramatic way. But somehow Bryan, Okwara and Sonia keep showing up on YouTube recommendations back to back, and before you even realize it, you've watched 2, 3, sometimes 4 of their movies in a row without clicking away, and that's where people are beginning to ask, what exactly is going on here? Because this isn't normal Nollywood pairing hype. This is something quieter but way more powerful. It's that kind of chemistry that doesn't scream for attention but still ends up holding your eyes to the screen like you're not allowed to leave. And the crazy part is, it's not just one movie doing well, it's multiple uploads across different channels, different storylines, different producers, but the same 2 faces somehow creating the same effect every single time. And if you check the comment sections closely, you'll start seeing the pattern. People aren't even shouting. They're just calmly saying things like, "Why do they feel so real?" Or, "I didn't plan to watch this whole thing but I couldn't stop." And that right there is how you know something deeper is happening, because in today's fast-scroll YouTube culture, holding attention is harder than ever. Yet these 2 are doing it without trying too hard, without controversial headlines, without forcing romance, just pure natural flow. And it's getting to a point where viewers are now subconsciously searching for their names together, even when the movie title doesn't highlight it. Because once people taste that kind of on-screen connection, they start craving it without even realizing. And what makes it even more interesting is how their chemistry doesn't feel the same in every movie. Sometimes it's soft and emotional, like you're watching 2 people who understand each other without speaking too much, and other times it's playful, light teasing, little smiles that feel unscripted, and then there are moments where it's intense. Those deep eye contact scenes that make you forget you're watching acting at all, and somehow they balance all these layers so effortlessly that it doesn't feel like performance anymore. It feels like presence, like you're watching something unfold instead of something being acted out. And YouTube audiences are very quick to detect anything fake or overdone, so the fact that their scenes are being replayed, clipped, and shared again tells you that people are connecting with it on a different level. Not just entertainment but emotional recognition, like viewers are seeing something familiar in the way they interact, and that's what keeps bringing them back, because once a pairing taps into that kind of realism, it becomes addictive in a quiet way. You don't even need dramatic plots anymore. People will sit through slow scenes, long dialogues, even predictable storylines just to watch how these 2 exist in the same space, and that's exactly what's happening now across YouTube. You'll notice how thumbnails featuring both of them are slowly gaining more clicks, even when they're not the biggest stars in the cast, because viewers already know what they're coming for. It's no longer about the story, it's about the feeling, and that feeling is becoming their signature without anyone officially announcing it. And producers are definitely starting to notice this pattern too, because in Nollywood, once a pairing begins to pull organic engagement like this, it doesn't take long before they start getting cast together more often, not because of hype, but because of results, and right now the results are speaking quietly but very clearly. Views are steady, watch time is strong, engagement is genuine, and most importantly, people are staying till the end, which is something many movies struggle with. And you can trace a lot of that back to the moments where Bryan and Sonia share the screen, because those are the parts viewers don't skip. Those are the scenes that get rewatched, and once YouTube's algorithm starts picking up on that behavior, it pushes those videos even further, creating this cycle where their chemistry keeps reaching new audiences without any major promotion, just pure viewer reaction driving the movement. And before you know it, someone who has never even heard of them clicks on one movie, gets hooked, and suddenly they're deep into a playlist of their films. And that's how quiet dominance works. It doesn't need noise. It builds slowly, consistently, until it becomes impossible to ignore, and right now that's exactly where they are, not viral in the explosive sense, but steadily taking over in a way that feels more lasting, because trends that grow like this don't fade quickly, they settle into audience preference, and once viewers decide that a certain duo gives them that emotional satisfaction they're looking for, it becomes very hard to replace. And another thing people are beginning to appreciate is how neither of them overpowers the other on screen. There's a balance, a give-and-take energy that makes their scenes feel equal. Nobody is trying too hard to dominate, nobody is forcing expressions, it's just smooth interaction, and that balance is rare, because a lot of times in Nollywood pairings, one actor ends up carrying the emotional weight while the other tries to match it. But here it feels like both of them are naturally aligned. Like they understand each other's rhythm without needing to overact, and that kind of alignment is what creates those subtle moments that fans keep replaying, the The small glances, the pauses, the way they respond to each other without rushing. Those are the details that build strong chemistry, not just big dramatic scenes, and viewers are picking up on all of it, even if they can't fully explain it. They just know it feels right. And once something feels right consistently across multiple movies, it turns into trust, and that's what's happening now. People trust that if Bryan Okwara and Sonia Uche are in a film together, they're going to get a certain experience, something calm, engaging, emotionally grounded, and that trust is more valuable than any hype because it keeps audiences coming back again and again. And even reaction channels are starting to pick up on this, quietly reviewing their movies, pointing out their interactions, highlighting those small but powerful moments. And every reaction video adds another layer of visibility.